Hello, Ron Gagliardi here for Rendezvous. I have with me here in the studio a young lady who will not appear on camera, but she is a survivor of the St. Martin Odyssey. And I'll give you a hint. Her name is Kim Haskell. That's a good hint, isn't it? And she has refused to appear on camera and greet you all, so I'll just tell you that she's here. Anyway, today's episode will begin with the changing of a tire, which is not the normal thing you would see on a St. Martin travelogue type of a tape, but you know that I don't like to put the normal things that anyone could show. So you'll see myself and Kim I'm looking quite stupid. Kim was looking pretty good changing the tire. And then we will go to the fabled tour of the St. Martin Museum, which is being led by a young lady named Vivian Kaiser. And Vivian is a worldly person, a wonderful worldly person. And we had quite an enjoyable trip around the museum. And I mentioned this, I don't know, 1 or 2 shows earlier, and totally made you wonder where it was going to be, and now here it is. And there'll be some other stuff, but I have no idea what it is, so we'll just go to that right now. Peter, roll the tape. I'm on the island of St. Martin, changing a tire. It's a pleasant change from America, because in America, I don't change tires. I feel very muscular and macho now, and also slightly sweaty. But it's good because it keeps my hands slipping while I turn this delightful Japanese, whatever it is, jack.
And how did we get here, Ron?
We searched for the Explorer rental agency. We explored. We finally found.
It's off the ground.
Okay. The dirtier part of the job, playing in the sand.
Toothless wonder.
Oh, yeah, let's get a close-up of this tooth situation here. Let's get a freeze on that. All right. Excellent teeth.
Excellent teeth.
Back to our tire changing episode.
Well, you gotta put the car down.
Yes, the car's coming down. I'm fading out now.
Fade out.
Fade out.
That's the actual museum exhibition. Show you? Sure. It's just getting started. This is its beginning stages, but it's getting there. This is the island about 8,000 years ago. This was St. Martin, I believe, St. Bart's, and they were connected, as you can see. And when the water level rose, the islands were separated. And now they're 3 separate islands. Oh, that's cool. Survey map. These are old Indian artifacts. They were from the Arawaks and the Caribs that used to live here. The Europeans came and wiped them out. But apparently the Caribs ate the Arawaks anyways.
They did what?
They ate them.
Ate them?
Yeah, the
like
Caribs.
cannibalistic?
The Caribs, yeah.
How appetizing.
They were pretty brutal, actually.
Because if you're eating them,
These,
I mean, that's
these
pretty
are the
brutal.
Arawaks. They were the nice ones. We found this guy.
What's he done to his nose?
I don't know if he's a drug addict. Drug addict, these guys.
Slingshot up your nose.
They did find this guy in here, but he was a slave. Because the slave had his teeth. they filed their teeth in that way, actually.
And they were the Carawaks? Is that what you said?
No, they were slaves.
Earwax?
They were the African slaves. They used to file their teeth because it looked neat, you know. Like some people put boards on their heads to make their heads
I always
shape,
do.
and some people put rings on their necks to make them. Well, they filed their teeth.
Uh-huh. What letter did they file them under? Well, what was the name of those tribes? Carawaks?
Arawaks.
Arawaks.
Like earwax, but only with arrow.
No, the Arawaks. See, right
Arawaks.
here. Arawaks.
Arawaks. Let's see if I can
Arawaks.
zoom
Now
in on
let's all
that.
say it
A-R-A-W-A-K-S.
Arawaks.
Friars
Arawaks.
Beach.
I've been to Friars Beach.
Have you?
I fried over
Well,
there.
they're not. They're not there anymore. You see, they were there before
Ah.
the Europeans came. They're really brutal. See, they brought it to see
Well,
us
to
this
eating
day.
people.
Well, no, those are the Caribs.
It's Caribs.
The
I
Caribs.
thought that was a
Well,
plant.
yeah, the Caribs
No,
are the
it's
brutal
chocolate,
ones.
isn't
And
it?
the Arawaks.
It's in a fake chocolate. Carob bars.
Yeah.
You have no
Is
clue
it
what I'm
me?
talking about.
Okay.
Do you have any clue what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you are.
Okay.
It's no, but that's Carib. No.
Carabine. That's the C word. I know.
No, it's not kebab either. No, okay. These are the forts. These are the forts, right? And you can go to Fort St. Louis is worth going to. Fort Willem is nice because see, there's like 2 stone walls and they have big signs that say that there used to be a fort there, which is necessary because you wouldn't know if the signs weren't there.
So-
And Fort Amsterdam is neat too. See, it's surrounded by a
Bel Air.
fence. There's nothing after that, really. But see, Fort Amsterdam is surrounded by a fence, and they put the trash in it, so it's great. It's like, you know. No,
Are
it
any of
is-
these like normal, like forts where you can go in and?
Well, no, not really. Fort St. Louis is a nice fort, but the other one, no, Fort Amsterdam is quite sad actually because they had a big organization to save the whole thing, and then because the government sold it to a hotel association,
So they
and the
built a-
hotel planned to build hotel rooms on it, and they stopped it, but now the hotel is building rooms like until here's the fort wall, and the hotel room starts here.
So,
You have to have a lot of fortitude to stay in a room like that.
True. Okay, and this is Peter Stuyvesant. You see very colorful illustrations here, and see that one's nice.
Looks like Peter Sellers.
Peter Stars, whatever his
No, he
name
came
is
here
the
first.
artist or the guy?
The guy is an artist, yeah.
Peter Stuyvesant was a historical explorer. He was in
was-
New York too.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the governor of New York. Well, you see the other version is that he lost his leg in Curacao. That's what the Curacao Museum person will tell you, and I tell you they lost his leg here. But apparently he did
Do
lose
they
his
still
leg
have the
here.
leg?
Well, no, we decided the other day that we would have a leg hunt. Okay.
Okay.
We would get a leg. You know, you have Easter egg hunts. Well, we're gonna get a leg and hide it on Fort Amsterdam, and the whole island comes out and looks for this leg. It's exciting.
Actually,
I mean, it's sort of a tourist promotional thing.
Yeah, but if you get sued, you won't have a leg to stand
We
on.
have to go to extremes to save the island. Okay, this is
who are we saving him from? The Caribs or the Arawaks?
from
The
From
tourists?
from the European imperialists who are determined to.
Excuse me,
Duma
aren't you from
Island.
West Germany?
Yeah, but I am local man. I have lived here since I was 7, and
a manly woman.
I'm going to die here.
Good for you.
My roots are in St. Martin.
That's great.
No, anyway, and this is a Spanish soldier. He was killed in the battle between Peter Stuyvesant and the Spanish in 1644. And they just found him in 87 when they were digging around there. And apparently he died because of a shot to his leg. I mean, it looks like his head was blasted up, but it wasn't. That was just the earth that crushed it. And we have him here actually, but he's in a Heineken box in the cellar because someone stole his head. You know, some people find it immoral to show.
Why would somebody
Just
steal the head?
So he could get ahead in life.
No.
Somebody just stole the head.
Well, yeah. The, the rumor is that they stole his head for voodoo rites. You know, like some Haitian is out there, you know, having fun with his head and whatever. But yeah, it's quite sad because the search for the head is still on, and no one's brought it back.
They could combine with
Why
the
are we
search for
having
the
a
leg.
leg light? I know, a leg hunt.
So we could have a leg and a head
Head
hunt,
hunt.
you know.
Oh, we could have headhunters
Like
out
we
here.
get a head hunt.
Then you
get
could
a
put
head
Pearl
of leg.
Magnum Man back together from a leg here and a
Yeah,
head there,
yeah. We
and
have this head and we have this leg, and it's like
we could create a man.
bionic man. You know.
We
can
could
make him better.
We can create the perfect man. The
Oh.
Manly man.
Actually, I wouldn't really want a man with that kind of head, but you know.
It'd be nice if he
to
had
each his
half
own,
a head.
right? whole man. Okay, this is
That was good.
Thank you. This was
I'm not a whole woman now, so
well, the Africans would have loved you. Okay, this was a battle which apparently took place in 1629 here on St. Martin. But first of all, it wasn't recorded in any of the history books. It was apparently recorded in the French history books, but not in the Dutch ones, which is probably because the Dutch lost this battle.
Oh,
And,
Makes sense to me.
definitely.
See, if you right now this doesn't look like any place on St. Martin, but if you mirror it, it does look like Orient Bay, which is where the
Mirror it.
which is where the nudist
You
beach
can
is.
mirror it.
Why don't you mirror it?
Well, if I mirror it, it'll cut off half of it. We'll see. Wait a minute here.
He can mirror half of it.
Why not the whole of it?
It's
Pull
tough.
it back.
It doesn't work.
Is that?
I've cut it in half. It's crooked.
Can I see what that looks like?
Sure. I see under here, these amoeba.
These?
Oh, these are actually the outlines of
These
the
are-
forts.
No, these are
That's what I'm
cannons.
talking about.
Okay.
These-
See, this was Fort Saint Louis, which is the French fort.
Fort Saint who?
Yeah.
Louis.
Oops.
Louis.
Louis. No, this is Fort Amsterdam. This is Fort William, and this is Fort Saint Louis, which are like the blueprints
The blueprints.
of these forts. Yeah.
Louis, first American.
This was, was this, because see, Fort Amsterdam, that was the first Dutch fort in the Caribbean, sometime 1600.
Sure.
And then the Spaniards came and they built their fort on top of the Dutch fort. And then when the Spaniards left, when they got chased off by the Dutch, they flattened their fort and then the Dutch built on it again. Just,
Wow.
so it has like a sort of mixed.
Sounds like what they
And
do in
that's
New
why-
York City.
No, that's why it should be conserved, because if we dig around in it, we can find out about the Dutch,
That's right.
the later Dutch ones, we can find out about the Spanish, we can find out about the first Dutchies that were here. And it's very interesting, yes.
Of course.
And this is,
It's the original painting in 1671.
Wow. Yeah.
get the
I got that
background music.
background music, yes. What is this creature here? This,
It's me.
This is, this is a cannon wheel from Fort Amsterdam.
oh, I thought it was a
And,
mold for lifesavers or something. Or the first
This is-
telephone, caveman telephone.
No, this is a cannon.
Who
See,
invented
it's
the
not,
wheel?
this isn't the actual size of the cannon. This
No.
is just a model. This is too much. I'm gonna shoot you now. This is Fort Willem.
I thought this was a golf course with a sand trap.
Yeah, that's the new plans for the mini
Oh,
golf course,
Wonderful.
to be built in sandy ground. And this is Fort Amsterdam when they did the excavations in '87.
Looks like the roads here.
Really?
It is actually
Ah.
plans for the new roads. And these are just some little tidbits that they found in Fort Amsterdam. You see here we have a pipe. You should get a close up of this pipe. See, it's a head. Let me show you this. Maybe you can take it out. Okay.
The old tidbit counter.
Okay. This is awesome. Okay, this is this is a European pipe, and it's from the Spanish period, and it was found in Fort Amsterdam, and it was founded in 1989.
How wonderful.
Okay, this is a sort of swivel gun, and it was found in on the French side. So as soon as the French side gets this museum, we're gonna have to give it back to them.
Oh,
And that thing you see behind it, that's a dead man's head. You see,
What?
you have to imagine it turn around. You see the top part is attached to the side of the boat, and ropes run through the wooden thing, which looks like a skull, doesn't it? Looks like a dead man's head. And they connect to the mast.
if you say so.
I was gonna say, you must have a great imagination.
Looks like a dinosaur's footprint to me. I don't know.
Don't look. You turn it around, right? I'm go-
Okay, I understand.
It's pretty heavy, so I'm not going to.
Sets the nose in the
But
eye.
you
Sets
see, you
upside
gotta
down.
look at it from here, and you can imagine it as a dead man's head. Can you get close up view of it? You gotta turn around. Yeah, wait, you don't want my bum in the picture. You only want this guy.
Who says I
I was gonna say, you don't know this guy too well then.
Well, there's not much thing.
I guess not. Nevis. Barbados.
See,
Everything
what should be on
Oyster
there?
There's a
Pond.
map of my
Oh, we
house
got
in
Oyster
here.
Pond here.
St. Kitts.
Oyster Pond.
St. Martin?
Whoa, wow, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Looks
see,
like
St.
somebody's
Martin's on that one.
ear canal with a hammer and an anvil and a stirrup there.
What's that? Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like an ear canal.
We've gotten a lot more actually in the past few days,
The
which is really nice.
What are these shells over here?
These shells are
Shells?
just shells.
Shells.
You find on St. Martin, your average here.
The average
Your
everyday
average
shell
shell,
collection
you know.
here.
Can I show you my shells? Cockle shells.
So we have
Coral
bubble, the
shells,
bubble,
ram's
bubble
horn.
shells. Then we have.
The ram's
Coffee
horn. Hey, that's
bean.
good for Cheshire. Wait a minute.
Oh.
See, is that cute?
Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
Can you see it?
I can see the bottle.
What? We just be useful for a minute and hold this.
That's right.
I can see
I
a
think
freeze
they
coming
sealed
up
it.
here. Wait a
I
minute.
think they sealed it.
Oh, it's a seal's horn. I have one of those.
That's not. It is sealed. Wait.
Come in.
Well, I think I might either break the museum or the. No, I can't open it. I'm sorry. It's pretty tough. I think it's been built from the bottom.
Hey, there's me in the background.
Uh-oh.
Hey, hi. How you doing, Ron? Hey, manly man.
No, these were glued shut.
There you go.
I guess.
Get that?
No. But if
This is donated to the museum by the Dutch nuns, which
I never
they
knew
left-
there were Dutch nuns.
Yeah, there were Dutch nuns here. They came. Well, they came 1890 and they left 1990, so they were here for 100 years.
Did they have a 100-year lease? Is that why? Or they just got.
No, they all got pretty old, you see. When
Oh,
they reached
yeah, I
about
guess so.
110, they said, it's time to leave. No, because they couldn't get any young Dutch nuns to come over.
I wonder
So
why.
I guess it's not too exciting over here. Although the nightlife is
Oh,
good.
Nuns
Anyway.
don't usually want exciting, do they?
Hmm?
Do nuns want
No.
exciting?
No. So I guess it was okay.
You,
And
are you
anyway-
sunbathing?
Now we have apparently in the Philippines it's very good to be a nun because you have you have a place to stay, you get your food and everything. And they speak Spanish, which is good since about 95% of the St. Martin population speaks Spanish by now. And was he they
95% speak
Get
Spanish?
out of here. Well, it is going to be that way.
They're working on it.
They're working on it.
I don't know any Spanish. I thought it was Dutch and French.
But we have, external forces.
Santo Domingan people are coming here who speak Spanish.
That's why it's very good for them. I mean, they try to get rid of it. On the other hand, it's a good working force. Anyways, you can see they've donated, everything from this 66 glass celebrating queens and kings'
Did the
birthday
jelly
or
come in that
whatever,
jar,
their
or-
anniversary or something, huh?
Looks like something jelly would have come in.
This?
Yeah.
The other thing. No, that was a beer glass. On the
Oh,
other hand,
beer
it's
glass.
other side it says Heineken. And these are plates that used to belong to the vice consulate, whatever,
Vice Council.
to the Swedish vice consulate in the USA. And he married a local girl who was the daughter of a minister on the island. And when he died, they all went to Curacao, and they didn't want these plates to get into
The wrong hands.
the wrong hands, so they
Of course
gave
not.
it to the nuns. They did end up in the wrong hands because the museum's got them now. So, what we want to do is, I'm looking into their history now, and I'm going to make a little piece of paper telling everyone, when they came here, what they did here. They did found the first school in St. Martin. So they started with a day school, and the nuns used to have to sleep in the school because it was out in Simpson Bay. There was no bridge between Phillipsburg and Simpson Bay. So they went over there by donkey cart and boat, and they stayed there for the whole week in the classrooms, and then they came back in the evening.
Did they have night school too? Just had day school.
It was only a day school. Yeah, it was a day school. And that was about it. I guess.
Okay, we'll go on to the next delightful item.
Let me just step over.
Just step over the young lady on the floor.
As a matter
yeah.
of fact, since we need a leg and a head, this is the right opportunity. If you don't say anything, we could just get this over with quick and.
Don't jump! Don't jump! The interview isn't that bad. Don't jump!
They're no more fun. I have to jump. There's nothing I can do. You save me. Help!
Nobody even cares.
You're looking a little peaked.
Will someone save me? He's coming to get me.
These are real-life cannonballs and various artifacts that were found in and around St. Martin. These must be for that miniature cannon we saw before, or else they're musket balls. And these are bottles with reflections. That's a nice reflection on us.
The courthouse, which was built in 1793 by Commander Dr. W.H. Rink. And
Rink?
It was Rink.
Blink.
Like ice rink.
Oh, Rink.
Ice skating rink, yeah.
I see.
And,
Mr. Rink.
Mr. Rink. And the last renovation was between 1964 and 1967. And in 1993, it's gonna be 200 years old.
Holy mushrooms, Batman. I gotta come here for that celebration.
It's gonna be a wild party.
You certainly will.
And we are gonna just hit the courthouse.
We're gonna boogie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and these are
that's
more
it.
maps over here that are for sale to fund various treasure hunts and St. Martin activities, and museum
leg hunts and the
happenings,
head hunts.
leg hunts and the head hunts.
Get a head hunt, yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta get those head hunters over here.
No, these actually finance the museum. So I mean, a lot of people have been very nice, and they've dug these things out in Holland and France and whatever, and they've gotten the copies made, and they expect a little sum for it, but the rest goes to the museum, which is quite nice.
Well, Vivian, I would like to say that this certainly has been one of the most memorable activities of my television show career. And
Well,
on
I'm
behalf,
happy, and if I'd be very happy if people could, come over here and brighten up my afternoons.
well, you'll certainly
'Cause it
brighten
does
up
get-
theirs. So on behalf of the entire Rendezvous staff, which is mostly myself, I'd like to thank you and
Well,
freeze
I
you.
thank you for, taking time to,
Whatever it is that we did. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Should I hit you with a German?
As long
Okay, very well.
And the kids waited for you all day every day. They even went out to work.
I knew that. I said the baby must be
I
sick.
don't want it to. Oh! Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, my you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Say goodbye in here.
You catch him. Nice thing.
Madame. Bon, les amis. One more here. Apple juice, mon ami. Orange juice here.
We have a birthday boy today.
Oh, boy, oh boy. But we don't do it like McDonald's here. Orange juice, madame. Orange juice for you, yes.
Orange juice, glad we're here.
Easy best. Easy best for you. You want a juice?
No,
I'll come.
I asked you a question.
No, what's that?
Orange juice, glad we're here.
Orange juice that we're here. Yes, yes. Oh, yes, by all means. I'll be right back. Coming out of the oven, okay? Now, we have 14 at the moment. Let me make the distribution.
Are the raisins coming out?
No, I'm out. You're too late. Hey, what time is it? I'm sorry. Madame, this morning, everybody convened here. I don't know what happened, but anyway. Yeah, these are chocolate, you have croissant. How about some coffee? Anybody for coffee? One. Coffee.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
And one more thing.
What? Well, let me get a paper. Yeah.
Okay, for breakfast I can serve special sweet orange juice, all kinds of coffee, cheese hot chocolate, we have the coffee, and we Hi.
That's Alex, and his real name is pronounced.
My real name?
Yes.
Or my family name?
Your first.
My first name?
Yep.
Eliezer.
Eliezer.
Eliezer, that's it.
Got to get that trill in there. And his last name is Alejandro. And his wife Vilma is here, and her last name is also Alejandro by coincidence.
Exactly.
Our second last name is Flintstone.
Flintstone, yes.
That's us.
And I met them just last night at a party for Levi, at a birthday party. And they're so nice, they're taking our luggage to the airport, and I'm part of the luggage. And if it weren't for them,
2 pieces.
we'd still be in St. Martin. So you're doing a good job, and you both look very nice in profile.
That's the only way.
And I'm going to freeze you on tape. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
This is the scene on the way to the airport. Here's Claudia's condo complex. And here's the amazing Burger King. I have my picture taken in front of
Exactly,
this.
you have to take a picture of this.
This is an amazing Burger King.
That's a local Creole Burger King.
I love it. This is the bridge that's worse than the Quinnipiac Bridge, because when this lifts up to let the boats go by, you're there for a while.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll close out on the bridge, because we've bridged a lot of cultures this time. That'll be our symbol. Yes. Yes, I'll be right with you.
Yeah, I'll probably see you here.
Ron, this is not going to go on tape. Excuse me.
Wait, hold on, it's still moving. Wait a minute. I'll get you
I
1
thought
minute.
that was off.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. How did your father know that you were